Hi everyone, Monisha here. Let us move on to the wonderful world of statistics. Statistics is the last chapter and one of the most important chapter in your 10th board. So with statistics we can condense a huge data to get the results very easily. So this is the basic concept of statistics. We can collect a huge number of data whereas the result can be calculated very easily. Okay, so let us move on to the introduction part. Importance of statistics. It is considered as ideas for today and tomorrow. The definition of statistics. The practice or science of collecting and analyzing numerical data in large quantities, especially for the purpose of inferring proportions in a whole from those in a representative sample. So this is the basic definition for statistics. Importance of statistics. It is important for researchers and also consumers of research to understand statistics so that they can be informed, evaluate the credibility and usefulness of information, and make appropriate decisions. 10 awesome reasons why statistics prove to be important. Weather forecast, emergency preparedness, predicting disease, medical studies, genetics, political campaign, insurance, consumer goods, quality testing, and stock market. What's new about statistics? Statistics is an emergent discipline that has rapidly adapted to current challenges. In today's era of big data, where the computer and network are everywhere and everything can be measured, you need statistics to make that data useful. Let us move on to difference between grouped and ungrouped data. I will give you 2 tasks to complete. Collect information about temperature difference in various places, or collect information about the varied flavors of ice creams that your friends like. So what is data? Data is any kind of information that you collect and record. It can include words, numbers, measurements, and more. Data can be quantitative or qualitative. So what is quantitative data? Quantitative data are numerical. For example, the record of temperatures of various places are quantitative data. You are measuring the numbers. Next, moving to the qualitative data. Qualitative data records a description of something in words. For example, your friend's favorite ice cream flavors. Once you collect the data, what can you do with it? The first step is to organize it. For that, we need to know how to create group data from ungrouped data. For conducting any kind of experiment, we need to collect data. Initially, this information will be a list of numbers or other characteristics that will not be organized in any way. This is called raw data or ungrouped data. Come, let us know the difference between grouped and ungrouped data. Ungrouped data. Data that has not been organized into groups are called ungrouped data and also called as raw data. Moving to the group data, data that has been organized into groups into frequency distribution is called as group data. So next, moving on to the measure of central tendency. So central tendency has been measured by 3 methods. One is mean, median, and mode. All the 3 types are very important according to your 10th exams. First, it's mean. It is a sum of all observations divided by number of observations, also known as arithmetic mean or average. So the average of a set of numbers is said to be mean. There are 2 types of formula. One is mean of group data and the one is mean of ungrouped data. The mean of group data is given by x bar. You can see here x bar is equal to summation fx by n. So this is for group data, and for ungrouped data mean is equal to x1 plus x2 plus x3 up to xn whole divided by n. Whereas for this year or for 10th board exam only we have to concentrate on group data. There is no ungrouped data here. Okay. For your 10th board, only group data is there. So this formula is important for you. That is x bar is equal to summation fx by n. Where is x bar is mean, f is the frequency of each class, x is mid-interval, and n is the total frequency. In order to calculate mean, there are a lot of method has been devised. First, the calculation of standard deviation of ungrouped data and grouped data has been done. Whereas for this year's syllabus, ungrouped data is not there. In your 10th board, ungrouped data is not there, so there is no use of reading it now. Okay, only group data has to be concentrated. Only group data is there for the calculation. In order to calculate group data, there are three more methods. One is direct method or mean method, direct mean method, assume mean method, and step deviation method. Whereas for this year, because of the corona pandemic, they have deleted so many topics. This year, this assume mean method and step deviation method has been deleted. Okay, so for this year, calculation of standard deviation by group data is done by only direct method. We have to calculate each and every sum of group data by only direct mean method. We have to concentrate in this one method itself. Okay. So moving to the median. Median is the central value of the variable that divides the series in two equal parts in such a way that half of the items lie above the value and the remaining half lie below the value. By a simple example, you can understand the meaning of median. Here in median also, there are two different types. If n is odd, if the number is odd, then median is calculated. This is for ungrouped data. If n is odd, the median is given by n plus 1 by 2. If n is even, then the median is given by n by 2 plus n by 2 plus 1 observation, divided by 2 observation. Okay, it's better we can learn only group data. So this is one of the example. Here you can see a group of data has been given. 15, 19, 21, 7, 10, 33, 25, 18 and 5. A total of 9 numbers are there. So 9 means it is odd. If then the group data, if the number of data is 9, then that is odd number. In such case, n plus 1 by 2, that is 9 plus 1 by 2 is considered. 9 plus 1 by 2 is 10 by 2, that is 5. So fifth observation is taken as median. Here the fifth observation is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Fifth observation is 18. So when a set of numbers is given, either you have to arrange it in increasing order or decreasing order, that is ascending or descending order. Here they have followed ascending order pattern where the fifth observation is 18. So this is the way of finding out the median in a case of odd number of digits. Okay. So next, in the case of even number, here 10 group of numbers are given. So 10 numbers. So n is equal to 10. Here 10 plus 1 by 2. 10 plus 1 by 2 is 11 by 2, which is 55. So 55 means we have to take an average of 5th and the 6th term. Okay. 5th term is 18, whereas 6th term is 19. We can't take both the numbers for median. We have to take the middle, that is 18.5. So the middle average of 18 and 19 is 18.5. That is the median in the case of even numbers. If even numbers come, we have to take the average of 2. If odd number come, directly we will get the middle term. So this is very important. This is for your 10th board exam, that is median for group data. Okay. So median for group data is given by the formula. Median is equal to L plus n by 2 minus CF or PCF whole divided by F into I, where L is lower limit, N is total number of observations, PCF is previous cumulative frequency, I is size of the median class. So this you will understand each and every variable of it once you do the problems directly. Moving on to the most important concept, that is mode. So what is a mode? The most frequent data or the data corresponding to highest frequency is said to be mode. In a group of data, the highest number, or if the number is repeating more than one time, that number is said to be mode. In a group data, the highest number is considered as model class or model frequency, whereas in ungrouped data, this is an ungrouped data, raw data. So here the mode is considered as the number which is repeating. The number which is repeating is 5. 5 has been considered 3 times. So this is the mode in this case. So the important formula for mode is L plus F1 minus F0 divided by 2F1 minus F0 minus F2 into H. So this is the important formula for model class. Let us go through a quick recap of all the classifications. One is mean. In mean, what we have to do? Add up all the numbers divide the sum by the number of values. And next is median. Put the numbers from smallest to largest. The number in the middle is median. Next, mode is no mode if all the numbers occur in the same amount of time. More than one mode. If more than one times the number occurs, that is considered as a mode. And next is range. So in range, put the numbers from smallest to largest, subtracts the lowest value from the largest. Let us go through some of the examples. So here mean, there are a set of numbers. We have to add all the set of numbers and to divide it by the number of elements. So there are 6 elements. So the grand total divided by 6 is 5. So the mean is 5 here. Next is median. Here even number of digits are there. So even number of digits, once we take the numbers in ascending order, the middle term will be 3 and 6. So when we add and take the average, we will get 4.5. So this is the median. So next is mode, the number which is repeating. The number repeating is 3, so the mode is 3. So last one is range. The highest number is 9 and the lowest number is 1. When we subtract 9 minus 1, we will get the answer as 8, which is the range. So these are one of the important concepts in statistics. Last, it is empirical relationship between median and mode. So the empirical relationship gives mode is equal to 3 into median minus 2 into mean. This is the most important formula of empirical relationship. So a distribution in which the mean, median and mode coincide is known as symmetrical distribution. If the distribution is skewed, the mean, median and mode are not equal. So coming on to the classification, in central tendency, in this 10th board, we will be concentrating on only 3 classifications. One is arithmetic mean, and next one is median, and next one is mode. Arithmetic mean is taking the average, median is middle value, and mode is most frequently observed value. I hope you understood the introductory concept of statistics. So please practice maths daily. Thanks for watching my videos.